Hi Fathomers. Today we will revisit the Paris special after a whole year and see if my opinion on it has changed. I can't believe I'm even saying that. How has it been a year? That's crazy. So the selling point of this special is that we're getting into multiverse territory, an alternative universe where, like the synopsis says, everything is reversed. Miraculous holders from another world appear in Paris. They come from a parallel universe where everything is reversed. The holders of Ladybug and Black Cat Miraculouses, Shadowbug and Claw Noir, are the bad guys, and the holder of the Butterfly Miraculous, Hesperia, is a superhero. Ladybug and Cat Noir will have to help Hesperia counter the attacks of their evil doubles and prevent them from seizing the Butterfly's Miraculous. Can our heroes also help Hesperia make Shadowbug and Claw Noir better people? Well, right off the bat you can see how this concept contradicts itself with the last part of the good guys changing the quote-unquote bad guys to be good people. Because when you actually watch the special you realize that not much is reversed like they promised. Let me explain. Okay, so when I first watched this when it came out I liked it, but something was off to me and I couldn't figure out what that was. Something was just not there when it comes to my expectations of it as a reverse universe themed special. Months after the hype around it died down I rewatched and finally realized what it is that bothered me. Let's compare the universe we've been exploring the past 9 years and then the reverse one and see how much is actually reversed. Hold on, I'm getting there. Original universe. Marinette and Adrien are the heroes. Reverse universe. Gabriel is the hero. Original. Gabriel is the villain. Reverse. Marinette and Adrien are the villains. Original. Fu doesn't have an evil cult that distributes the miraculous to vulnerable people to ruin their lives and do whatever he wants. Or whatever his goal is. Reverse. Fu is a godly person with a cult that distributes the miraculous to vulnerable people and encourages them to use them with no limit, so they're actively killing themselves. Original. Marinette makes friends and has a good mom, but even that is debatable because she won't even get her daughter away from her bullies. Reverse. Marinette has no friends and mommy issues. Original. Adrien's mom died. Reverse. Gabriel's mom also died. Did she die from using the Peacock Miraculous to create Adrien, or did the Supreme kill her as punishment because Gabriel stole that and the butterfly? Did they kill her before the Peacock got to? That's where all the arrows point, so it's either she died years later or she was murdered before Adrien even turned 13. Because we're grasping at literal straws here. I don't know, man, I'm basing this off of what he said in the sewers. But her death had to do with the miraculous anyways. Original. Gabriel is neglectful and abusive. Reverse. Gabriel is less abusive but still neglectful nonetheless. Original. Chloe is a bully. Reverse. Chloe is still a bully. Original. Marinette is bullied. Reverse. Marinette is bullied. Original. Marinette is a fashion girly. Reverse. She is still a fashion girly. Original. Gabriel preys on literal kids to help him. Reverse. He still preys on literal kids to help him. I'll get into the MCs more later. Do y'all see how many things are actually the same in both universes? I don't know why they made it rely on the shocking fact that everything is quote-unquote reversed when that's just not true. The only thing that's actually different is Gabriel is less abusive and Fu is running a child exploitation cult that makes them kill themselves with the miraculous. Which is honestly not that different from quote-unquote good Master Fu either. LMFAO. This man forced crazy responsibilities and deadly weapons on two 13-year-olds. Trained one of them to do not even the bare minimum as a future guardian and dipped. Honestly, Marinette should turn out like Shady Net after all that, if I'm being honest. But those are the only kind of major differences from the universe we know already. Am I wrong? How do y'all say everything is reversed when not even half of it is reversed? Nah, that's just clickbait. Until they introduce the question of whether the quote-unquote bad guys can change through the heroes. Girl, let us get into why even Shadybug and Claw Noir were clickbait. How do you introduce these two as the main villains and then show us they're actually just sad vulnerable kids that were taken advantage of by this crazy organization that gave them deadly weapons to kill themselves with? They're not bad in the slightest. Them accepting the miraculous is inevitable when you keep in mind the circumstances they're living under. The Supreme is their cult leader or whatever, and you literally do whatever he says. Of course these lonely vulnerable kids will be his targets. Not an ounce of villain energy in these infants. LMFAO, like they just made them edgy and gave them spikes and called it a day. No bitch, if you promise me a reverse special I wanna see Marinette and Adrien to have Clos bourgeois level of demonization. I need them to be real villains, actual pieces of shit, not victims of a big scammy cult. I need them to burn orphanages and kill innocent people, not run around in their platforms and spikes and insult each other. The way all it took for them to drop the fake-ass villain act being a 2-minute-long TED Talk from their good counterparts too is crazy. Is the reverse part in the room with us? Like I said this in my original review too, the TED Talk and the decontification of Shadybug and Claw Noir ruined the special for me. Damn, is Chloe the only irredeemable 14-year-old here? Because even her reverse self, where mind you, everything is supposed to be flipped. Chloe is the reason Marinette became a vulnerable enough target for the Supreme in the first place. As if an allegedly abusive mom and boyfriend isn't bad enough already. I'm also pissed because this version of Marinette is very realistic, and this is what she could have been like if she never made friends in Origins and Chloe somehow had even more power of her and still bullied her, but at a crazier scale. Who's to say she wouldn't be overusing the Ladybug Miraculous in the same way to harm herself to cope with all that shit? Like, this concept is interesting, but it should have been a whole different universe. Because the whole plot point of them changing makes the entire special pointless. Am I not supposed to be seeing a crazy-ass supervillain version of Marinette? If Miss Chloe the dictator can do it, so can you. We could have had these two be genocidal Zionists who hate minorities that would actually be reversed. All jokes aside, Marinette's personality is pretty much the same. Like, you cannot convince me she's not self-deprecating in the original universe too.
I changed the way I saw myself. I decided to love myself.
Post season 5 Marinette, do you still love yourself like you said here? Sorry, I had to. Moving on to Adrien. Same premise, his mother died and his father is still neglectful. Y'all couldn't even make Gabriel a good father for his reverse counterpart? That's crazy. The only difference between original Adrien and reverse Adrien is that one is grieving and crashing out harder than the other. I feel like the way reverse Adrien is grieving his mom is how original Adrien should have been, to be honest. How come we never see him lash out like that? Also, he's not friends with Nino. And he's a little more unhinged in general, but it's not like we haven't seen Chat Noir be careless like that either. Like, okay, that's his villain version? Girl. Same issue with Shady Marinette, he's just a lonely vulnerable kid. And their little redemption moments at the end had me scratching my head. So much for everything is reversed, don't piss me off. I won't rant about the outfit downgrades this time, y'all had enough of that last time. But holy shit, am I still mad as hell they did that. Oh no, you're serving too much for Miraculous standards, they'll kill you. You have to look basic as hell, otherwise you're a villain. Girl, whatever. Oh, and another difference is the love square is reversed kinda. Adrien is in love with Marinette and she hates him. Honestly, she was so real for that LMFAO, I love her. Also, they know each other's identities now, unlike Lady Flop and Flop Noir. And reverse Gabriel doesn't know his son is Claw Noir. Or whatever his new name is. Is he going to Jinf out? We'll never know. When you die in one universe, do you just die in every universe? Is there even one where Emily adopted instead of using the peacock? Is there one where Ladybug exposed the truth about Gabriel Agreste after the season 5 finale and didn't become Lila Rossi 2.0? Speaking of, surely in one of those million universes in the multiverse there's a good version of her, no? Reversed universe special, but Chloe remains the same as crazy. Anyways.
To love the world around me, and I decided that I could fix what was wrong in it.
You decided to lie to the entire world population about a child abuser terrorist, and Nathalie's dumbass let you for some reason. Oh, don't let me start. Girl. I don't give a fuck they turned good or whatever because they weren't evil to begin with. I was expecting redemption, but at least let them keep their outfits, what the fuck? See, even in my initial commentary I acknowledged the fact that the alleged villains weren't even evil to begin with, so they were that easy to quote-unquote redeem. And I still couldn't figure out what stuck out like a sore thumb in this special. Redeem? Oh, not this buzzword. Honestly, I don't really see this as redemption either. I don't know if that was their intention. Who would have thought a TED Talk is all these kids needed to not be evil? But they weren't evil in the first place? While they went from victims of a crazy miraculous cult to victims of a crazy miraculous cult, but they just had a TED Talk. Like they just changed their names and suits to be more basic. Bye. This ain't no redemption, baby, this is a rebrand. And a failed one at that. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Thank you all. Your love has broken the curse and freed my soul. I'll never have to kill again. This special, like most things miraculous, reeks of wasted potential. We could have had a universe where these two are actually evil and not victims of circumstances. And another one where they're exactly like they are in the reverse special, because even though they're not that different from the versions of them that we know, the way they descended into this path of being used is an interesting concept, no doubt. I just don't think you can have both when you say everything is reversed and then only have two things actually be different. If you're gonna do a concept like this, go all the way with it. Now the good things about it that I still agree with from my initial commentary. The intro? Devoured, but that's the World Special series for you. The parody intro with Gabriel? This still sends me to this LMFAO, they were serious about it too. Claw Noir being an unhinged little bitch? Yes please. The silly fighting between Shady and Claw? Yes please. The reveal? I don't really care, but I know some of you did care, so yay. SMG? Yay. If only we knew this would be one of the last times we would ever see them. A Lionette Yuri scene at the end? As a Gaynette stan I ate that up. The anime universe? Every PV stan gagged at that. Speaking of PV, the Tokyo special is going to be 2D. I felt every miraculous PV warrior fall to their knees all around the globe when Senti blog tweeted that. Marinette is Hatsune Miku? Yes, so Julia. Miss Lady Fly? Yes lady, you are fly. You're more fly when you're Shady Bug though. Shadybug? Yes please, thank you waiter. Sadly I can't think of her without mourning her original fit. They really ruined her for the sake of looking less edgy. Y'all are sick for that. Hate when they tear apart a fashion diva. I know I keep going back and forth between scenes, but holy shit, imagine Felix in Claw Noir's place. Senti cousins confrontation, I will always yearn for you. Shit. My main point in this video is that this special isn't really as reversed as it claims to be. Like I said, it's kinda just cosplaying, and when you really think about it, it's a cute little cash grab with cute designs to distract you from the fact that it's a little cash grab. Am I saying it's terrible? Not really, we have worse LMFAO. But I still feel like it was overhyped for what it is and how it was advertised and made to look like we were getting villain Adrian and villain Marinette. I wanted to see them be actually evil in this shit. And I mean like Gabriel type of evil, not like I'm 14 and this is deep, you know what I mean? It's still a good time though, so I guess. Oh Gabriel, you are not fighting the creeper allegations. This man is obsessed with kids in every universe, it's wild. I wonder if the ice cream man is still obsessed with kids in the reverse universe. Shit, looking at how most things are actually pretty much the same, he's probably child obsessed in every universe too. In my first Paris special video I gave it a 7 out of 10. My rating changed to a 6 for the reasons I just analyzed. I still think it's overhyped to be honest, but I understand why the fandom was so gagged, because this was presented as something new and not the same repetitive shit we've been fed for the past 9 years. Or 8 back when this came out. I will never forget the backlash Claw Noir got, honestly kinda deserved because he looked crazy, but that was the point. He grew on everybody, I think. They really said, okay y'all don't like Claw Noir's design, here damn take a more basic version since you're into unseasoned chicken ass designs. Should have given y'all a 0 for killing emo bud the Huntress. What 2023 Felix Can't Fathom said. Overall my opinion hasn't changed that much, other that I realized what a lazy cash grab this was when it could have given us real reverse action. She's still fun low key. Tell me what you think of Miss Miraculous World Paris. Per.
Thank you all. Your love has broken the curse and freed my soul. I'll never have to kill again.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry! What have I done? I'm so sorry!
I can't feel my
Oh
kid.
crap! The tigers seem like to be, guys. I have bad nerves. I'm so sorry. Feel better, okay?